What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on? Gooser! Cabela. Oh my goodness, they're all here. Hey, save some for the whales. Don't worry, the sunrise will wait for you. I see you, buddy. I see you. Well, can you guys see it from here? I know what I'm looking for, and I cannot. Might just have to drive up there and see. Morning, everybody. Chad, Doss Farms. Beautiful day. So far, we're looking at 6:30. It's glorious. My goodness. Anyone else hear an egg laying song? She's getting after something. Chickens laying in the morning, by the way. Some do, but typically it's like early afternoon. But that doesn't mean we don't have a first time egg layer dropping one off before breakfast. Come on, Lily. She's closed up. She's closed up for the day, but it looks like there might be some more. Pretty cool. We'll see how many come up through here. I'm not entirely sure, but I bet there's a few more tubulars in here. We'll see. I'm gonna run down and check the creek since we haven't had rain for 36 hours, but don't worry, it's coming. There's more tomorrow. So, yeah, yesterday I drove by that daylily and I called it a ditch lily because that's what I've always heard them called because they grow in the ditches around here. And some of you guys got upset because you call them tiger lilies. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to offend if your name is Ditch. It's literally called a ditch lily though. Fancy meeting you here. I think we surprised each other. Can I touch? Can I touch? Nope. He gone. Or she gone. Well, I won't disturb them. Yep. So it's almost like if we didn't get any rain tomorrow, I could probably come get some creek rock. But we'll see how much we get. The problem is this base is just so loose. And the last thing I want to do is get something stuck down here. I might actually bring the Coyote because it is a little bit lighter and pick up rocks with it. And if I get stuck, the bad boy can pull it out. My truck can pull it out too, but the bad boy will do it without having to bring my truck all the way down here. So we'll see. We'll see. Somebody asked if there was fish in it. Like, there's always minnows. We've seen them. And Adler actually asked me if we could get a couple minnow traps. So we'll probably do that. I don't know how to explain it. Last year, it was really dry. And when it finally pooled up and the water was kind of flowing under the creek rock, we did have fish. Like a lot of sunfish, red-eared sunfish, perch, some bluegill. We even had some creek bass down the way a little bit. And so yeah, there's fish in it, but when it's flowing like this and they can, you know, it's not pooled up, they can swim, they can leave, they can come, they can go. It's not like you're gonna walk in there and catch fish, but we'll see. It just depends on how the rest of the summer treats us with water. What do you say, pig pigs? What do you say, pig pigs? What do you say? Huh? A little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit more down here. Lady, are you enjoying life at Doss Farms? Has Izzy told you how nice it is here? Huh? He doesn't know it's not another pig. He doesn't know yet. He's getting huge, man. That's gonna be some good bacon. Listen, y'all gotta keep eating. I'm gonna have to put taters back in here. Let him go to work. You guys tell what we did yet? Anything look different out there? Maximus. Speaking of Maximus, I don't have any video of it, but he just pushed his big head through the 4-board fence the other day and was standing out in the middle of the field eating. It's pretty funny. Just as chill and as calm as could be. Didn't even need a bucket to get him back in. I just kind of coaxed him and in he walked. Just like, hey Dad, how's it going? It's like, pretty good, but need you to get back in the fence and please don't do that again. Made a couple stumps disappear. That's my favorite thing to do. Actually, chipping is my favorite thing to do. Stump grinding is my second favorite. Today I'll probably come over here and get a couple of these stumps. I know there's more in there. Yeah, there's one right there. But we'll get it. There's a big one right here. A couple right there. Definitely something in there. Who knows what. Look at those flowers. Every time I say something about those thistles, we get somebody in here that's never seen the channel and they're like, does he know what that is? Well, I knocked down some trees, to say the least. For real though. buddy. Willow was just barking. I missed it though. It's unmistakable. She's still doing it. Hang on a minute. All right, let's turn the old water on here. Yep, I gave it a full send yesterday. I mean, I went to town. I cut every stinking tree off of this hill. Like, they're all down. And we got some work to do. We got some cleanup to do. Remember, step one, get the trees on the ground. I did my part. Step two, turn the leaf eaters loose. And they are doing a fantastic job already. I probably stopped yesterday about 5 o'clock. You can see all the leaves. Like, we shouldn't be able to see Finn through there. But that's how, nope. Is that Finn? Yep. That's Finn. But they're already doing what they do best. It was pretty sketchy at times. It was pretty cut and run. But I did my best. I made a lot of front cuts like you guys have advised. Like this one right here was a big one. That was a huge one. And this standing dead right here, I'm actually gonna try and push over with my tractor. So otherwise we'll just wait till we clean up around it and take it out. I know it's an eyesore, but that thing is 4 feet across. That's a huge tree. The camera doesn't do it justice, I don't think. But we'll see. It's big. It was a huge tree at some point. But I don't even know where the top half of it went. I mean, the dozer guy wasn't in here, so I'm not sure. Morning, buddy. You look magnificent with that backdrop. You can come in and eat, or what are you doing? Is you hungry? Yeah, look at that. We're gonna be able to see down into the meadow, and we're gonna keep going right here. See where June's at? I wanna be able to see June without obstruction. There's Sky and Tipsy actually as well. Like I said, just let them do what they do best. They'll stand in here today for hours and just crush these leaves. Three squirrels on one tree. What in the world's on that tree? So if that view didn't do it justice. And as you look around, I judge my cuts. I don't care. That thing was growing at a right angle. We've got so many trees that like this thing right here. I mean, look at that. How are you supposed to do that? That's what half the trees look like out here. Okay. So judge my angles. I don't care. Judge my cuts. It's not all of them, but if you see one that you're like, what happened there? I don't care. Don't ask. Nobody died. Trees on the ground. Yeah, we need to get back here so you guys can actually see what it really looks like and how different it looks. See, they crushed every leaf on that tree right there. I'm not sure. Again, I don't know if they're picky or choosy, or if it's like one of them's eating it, the others eat it. I don't know what makes them choose one tree over the other, especially when they're the same tree. Don't know. Oh, it's the baby. Look at the little baby. Oh, man. This is probably the view you guys are going to appreciate the most. Are you ready? Can you see it over my shoulder? Like, I want to see the whole 4-board fence eventually, all the way across. Wow. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Now we got some cleanup with help from our friends at WoodMax. We've got the beast, the #1 wood chipper made in USA from WoodMax to chip all this up. All we got to do is wait on these guys and girls to do their job. Let them eat. Is that right, Glory? Glory's one of our best eaters. She's kind of picky, but like she'll stand here and crush this whole tree. All by herself. Good morning. Is that good? Nom nom. Look, June's just waiting for me to call her so she can come get cake. That's all she wants. That's all she can think about. It's like the child at the top of the staircase heading into the toy room that said they wanted to show you something and you said, give me a minute. That's June. She knows we're talking about her now. She's pretending to be busy. She's like, yeah, it's fine. Keep talking about me. Yep. Looks like they crushed a lot of these already. Some of these were down a week ago. Some were down yesterday. Yeah, I kid you not. I mean, I went through a bar yesterday. It got smashed or pinched and I had to replace it. That's how many trees I cut down. But we want to take down those as well, get rid of that burn pile. We want to open this all up, and we'd love a pond that went back off that way because we would actually be able to see it from the back porch if we position it right. So we shall see. This is all in due time. I think it's, I always feel the need to preface it because we get people that are like, he said he's going to build a pond. It might be a year from now. We got a lot of work to do. It might be, I hope not, but it might be 2 years from now. Things take time, and when you post every single day, people get anxious, but they don't look at the work you've still got to do. So even though it looked really clear out there, we just stepped back about 50 feet and we've got more trees to take down. But there's too many on the ground right now. I got to clean them up so we can see what we're working with before I take these down. So it's all good though. Just come along for the journey. I appreciate you being here. And now you see why we wanted to clear that out. Beautiful. It's going to take time, guys. The good thing is I've got nothing but time. I've got the patience. Somebody said, and you're right, somebody said you could hire a dozer and have that done in a day. A dozer is $1,000 a day, minimum. And you're right, but they will change the landscape. We have lost trees that we wish we hadn't lost. Miss Ray actually wants to leave when we get rid of the burn pile. She wants to leave a few trees back here and just clear out right here. So you're talking about thousands and thousands of dollars. And you've really got to babysit those dozer guys because they can get a little push happy. And actually we didn't hire a dozer. We hired I guess he had wasn't a track loader. Dump loader? I don't know. Dozer loader? Is that something? We'll get it sorted. We're also working with a couple other companies, and I think we're going to get something that's going to help us even more. You guys have been asking about that iron filter that we put on the trough, the ranch line, the farm line. And I haven't checked it because we don't have iron in our troughs. And until we do, I'm probably not going to pop it open. I think it's been at least 3 months now. And this is what our water looks like still. So, yeah. I mean, I can't complain about that. So we're just gonna leave it for now. Taters and MJ's looks just the same way. Chickens! Oh, come on. Well, the metal's bent a little bit. Coop's probably crooked as well. But we got us an exhaust fan. How about that? How about that? I'll link it down below. Let me show you the inside. Check this out. Hey, hey, hey. Not too shabby. See how square my hole is? Nailed it. Actually, I screwed it. Tomorrow's Father's Day. Tell your best ones now. So it's pretty cool. I'll link it down below. The only thing I wish they would have done is made a way for this to mount to the wall, but I guess they assume you're gonna plug it in. So like I could put this in the house, but this has a temperature sensor on it. So I wouldn't want it in the house because then it's gonna go off the temperature sensor in the garage, if that makes sense. But we have a little thermometer right there that's Wi-Fi, and it tells me it's 75 degrees in here. So I've got the fan speed all the way up, and currently we're right at about, well, that's so weird that they go in, what is that, 16 degree increments? No, 14. What in the world? Yeah, one guess where this is from. But if we crank it down a little bit and tell it we want it to come on at 60, it will. So that works. I'm not going to tell everybody the word I just said when you open the door without knocking. Grown men shouldn't scream like that. Anyway, your exhaust fan's up. Happy Father's Day. So, according to that thing, it's 75 in here, and that's down low, so it's probably a degree warmer up here. I put it about 5.5 feet in the air. I couldn't go any higher just because it would have looked funny on the outside, I think. But I know Ray, when people say they're gonna clean stuff and they never do, Ray cleans stuff. She gonna clean it. I don't wanna have to be the one to come out here and take that down or take it out. So that's why it's high enough for her. It's out of the way, but it's low enough that she can reach it. So if anything, what I would do is, I think it's going to keep up. Not to mention, we will have a run at some point, and the chickens won't be camping in here like they have been.
They go back and forth because going back and forth gives them plenty of room, but shutting them all out in that run all day, they're a little cramped. So we just leave the door open.
So we just leave it open, but yeah. Anyway, that one's electric. They make solar ones, but the solar ones don't come with a battery, so they only run when the sun is shining, which isn't a bad thing if it's cloudy every now and then, but it just didn't work for us. So we went ahead and got the electric. Right now there's an extension cord, but you can't see it. Whoop. By winter, there will be an outlet right there on the outside of the building. And then we'll just have an extension cord across here. But for winter, it'll be like a heated water.
Yeah.
So it won't even run that, but no, it's pretty good. We did get the chickens out last night. It was pretty funny. Oh, risk it for the biscuit. We're getting wild. We're free ranging. They don't even know what to do right now. They're like wild animals. They look prettier in the grass. That thing is wild looking. That Wyandotte right there.
Yeah, she's silver laced.
I know, but she's so white. The camera doesn't even do it justice. She's not silver at all. Like, to me, it's not silver. When I think silver, I think of that, the Lavender Orpington.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Oh, she's the other Meyer bird.
You think?
Yeah, I think she is.
So we have 4 Meyer birds we're trying to figure out.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out before you were filming. Because I kept saying the Lavender Orpington, but it couldn't be because we got the Lavender Orpington.
So the frizzle,
her, I'm pretty sure it's
the
her.
silver laced red Wyandotte, or red laced silver Wyandotte, whatever you want to call it. The white
one.
and then the green egg layer back there.
Yes, the brown and white one back
Right.
there. And frizzle. So
And
those
the
are
frizzle.
the 4 Meyer hatchery birds out of the 11 that we ordered.
Yeah.
That made it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's her. So we're trying to figure out which the 4th one. I couldn't remember.
What's up, lady?
Hi, sweetheart. Hi. Yeah.
So in case you guys didn't know, when you free range your chickens for the first time, you want to do it like for an hour in the morning and then give them grubs to go back up, or you do it right before sunset, which we're about 30 minutes from sunset. So that's what we've opted to do. So we're gonna wait and see if they go up on their own. But they're loving life right now, man. They don't even know what to do with themselves.
Yeah, they are.
And we are down to 1 rooster.
Hi, sweetheart.
Just so everybody knows, where's he at? Remember, I told you we're gonna call him Sheriff, no matter what. He's pretty rough looking. A couple of them got into it.
Yep.
But it is what it is. Okay, if you're raised on a farm, if you know, you know. But regardless, he's the last one left, and we're okay with it because he's also big enough to breed.
He has been.
Yeah, he's been. So the little black one we had, I'm glad he's moved on. And which one of my cousins, is my cousin still bidding for chickens? Does Shay think she's gonna get our chickens?
No.
My cousins, my girl cousins, I love them to death. April, Shay, Shauna, Randy, all of them. But like, Shay just randomly messaged Ray and was like, "Can I have some of your chickens?"
No, she didn't. She didn't. It was me on Facebook. Actually.
So Ray's just messaging
No.
people saying, "I got free chickens."
It was your Aunt Pam who tagged Shay in my rooster post, and Shay was like, "I really, really, really want chickens, but the coop isn't done yet." And I said, "It's okay, I've got some."
I really, really think you should get your own chickens. Chicken whisperer. Buck, 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 buck.
She's heavy.
She's gonna see her reflection. She's heavy. She's a Wyandotte. That's a big old bird.
Yeah, she is. Goodness, girl, you weigh like 20 pounds.
It's a dual purpose bird.
Oh. Do you want to go?
Just don't forget to go inside. Stay tuned. We're going to make sure they go up. We're going to stay out here. So with a little coaxing,
Good job.
I mean, we said good job, but it was totally us. They didn't have a clue what to do. But it was like they were looking for where to go, though, because as soon as they stepped up in here, they walked away from the scratch.
Yes, and well, when you went
went right to the door.
When you went to get the snack, they cuddled. What am I trying to say?
I have no idea.
They hurled up in a bunch right by this door, and they kind of just stood there looking like this because they could tell it's getting dark. So they were definitely.
They knew something was up.
Yes, they needed some guidance on where to go.
Yeah. No, that's definitely a bucket. That's what's been eating your plants.
That is true.
Guaranteed. Let's shoot them. Hang on a second.
No. Those little suckers are also what's bringing in that bobcat though. That's funny. They came right out of the garden bed when we came out here.
Yeah, they're eating your stuff.
Yeah, I know. It came flying out and then you didn't notice it and then the second one came. Oh, dang it.
Man, what a beautiful telephone pole. So perfectly straight, bringing in fiber internet. Looks glorious.
We experimented with free ranging yesterday, but we were out here with them for like an hour. They stayed in this general area. It was really cute.
So we were going to wait until they laid before we let them free range. But we decided, and I've done this before, when you want to free range, the best time to do it is in the morning or right before sunset to see if they go back in the coop. Well, you could tell they could sense it was getting darker.
Yeah.
And they started looking for, hang on a minute.
They started to get into a group, like a tight group, right in front of the coop, and they just kind of like stood there for a second, like, where do we go? And so we coaxed them with the little treats, and they came right back up into the run, so it worked out. But if we do that several times,
they'll get the hang of it pretty quick. And we're not looking to like open the door and let them free range and just go all out right now. It's more of just we're wanting to see how the rooster behaves, how, if he's going to take care of them and what that looks like. So roosters, just because they're big and pretty, doesn't mean they're a good rooster. A good rooster crows when there's feed, crows when there's something going on, and he'll put his life in front of the chickens, the hens. Who sticks their head over a hole?
well, I was looking at how dead this tree was. It's nasty, and then all of a sudden the snake was like, what?
This is the one that, I had a lot of problems with, but
Yeah.
she's down. You guys have heard that song, Oklahoma, where winds come sweeping down the plains? No, it doesn't. It's Oklahoma,
It's not windy enough.
where it always stinking rains. Looks better from here. I love how our dogs bark at us. Hey, maybe lightning will strike and just blow that tree up.
No, because then it falls on the house.
No, I'm talking like just obliterate it.
Gosh.
That'll do it. Just can't catch a break, Wheeler. Just can't catch a break with all the rain. Winter. All right, I'm gonna go in here and edit. You guys take naps. Willow, don't work too hard. My gosh. Right off the vine. Ain't it funny how as kids, we didn't like that stuff? I mean, like 2 years ago when I was a kid. Woo! That's delicious. Well, you can't see it. Can you? Oh, way over there. Yep, tractor. I went to town on that mess of stumps over there. There's probably a dozen of them. It's looking pretty good. Daylilies are looking pretty good. I'm gonna go dig up that ditch lily though. I'm gonna put it right here. I am. Spread some dirt. I need it to dry out a little bit. It's actually kind of hard to spread. It came out of that pile that we've had for 6 months. So it was kind of hard to spread it right now. But I'm hoping to keep the water from, like right now the water just goes and runs that way. I think that's part of our driveway problem too. So I kind of want to taper this a little bit, get it to smooth out, but it's going to have to dry out. But of course, we got rained on earlier, and now we've got more rain coming in. But hey, what are you going to do, you know? How do you complain about anything? I mean, honestly, how do I complain about anything? There's no way. There's no way. I don't know anybody that can count all their blessings. Amen. But all right, well, I'm gonna go inside, enjoy some time with the boys, refill some hummingbird feeders on the back, empty out some carpenter bee traps. What are these things called? Yeah. You know, the only thing about the fake flowers is they're a great place for birds and birds' nests. I'm pretty sure I peed a little. Check it out though. Oh my goodness. Brains. I can't tell which end is heads or tails. He touched them, now the mama's not gonna come back, blah, blah, blah. Whatever, dude, I've touched that like 6 times. I knew that was there. I just forget that she's sitting there watching me, waiting on me to walk by. I'm gonna go inside, enjoy this glorious evening with my family. I hope you all do too. God bless you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Day in and day out, man. I'm not feeling super prophetic today. I just, like, nothing's been laid on my heart to share directly. I'm just saying, look around. Count your blessings. I just, amen. Whether it's 40 by 40 or 5 by 40 or 6 by 50 or whatever you've got, a 1/4 acre in town, doesn't matter, okay? Doesn't matter. Remember, this all started on a little YouTube channel in town with 2 goats and a pig in the backyard of a city lot, point to less than a 1/4 acre. A dozen chickens, singing the egg laying song. I got reported 3 times. Local PD showed up, made me prove that I didn't have a rooster. That's where this channel started. So, a lot of hard work, and here we are. A lot of support from you guys, and here we are. So, count your blessings, amen. Y'all be good, don't work too hard. Don't make it weird. God bless. Deuces.